Morning, fellow YouTubers. This is Angela with Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead, and I just wanted to share with you my berries, grapes, squash, and fruit trees. Over here we have a blackberry bush that has really grown really wild, and I'm having some staking issues trying to figure out how I'm going to stake it. This is a 4-foot metal fence, but it's not tall enough for the way the blackberry bush is growing. We've harvested all of the blackberries. There's hardly any left on the vine, but it did very well at producing a lot of blackberries that we were able to make 1 jar of blackberry jam. There are 4 blackberry bushes total, and just had the grass cut recently, so that's what all this stuff is that you see on here. But this one is a relatively new plant, as you can see. However, this one has been here for about 4 years now and produces year after year. Over here to this side is another young blackberry bush that fruited the very first year. I've only had it for several months, but as you can see, when I bought it, it was already bearing fruit. And again, this is another 4-year vine of blackberries, and it produced blackberries galore. They were all over the place. As you can see, there are a lot of places where the blackberries were that we've harvested. And it's just growing all along this fence here. And I'll have to find a way to trellis it more appropriately. But just wanted to give you an idea of what's going on. Also, I've decided I wanted to try the woodchip gardening, the Back to Eden woodchip gardening, just to see how it would do. And I thought that I would house my melons in here as well. So what you see here, right here in front, is a not cucumber, but a cantaloupe vine. And as you can see, I have some very small cantaloupes coming in here. There's another one there. Right over there, what you can see there is a fig tree that's growing in a pot. This was a pot of spaghetti squash. Let me just remove this. It's been here for about a month, and I don't know if the squash bugs have gotten to it or what's going on, but it's just not doing well, so I'm going to pull these out and plant something else. But I wanted to give you guys a look at what can happen with your squash plants. They can seem as though they're doing so well, and then all of a sudden they start to lose leaves and turn yellow. Over here is a citrus tree. I think it's the Cleopatra mandarin citrus tree I bought from Michigan Bulb. It was very small when I first received it, and it's grown to this level. It's been about a year now since I've had it. Over here in this bed, originally I planted some onion, carrots, and beets. And none of those really did well, and then I later put some cucumber seeds in here, and as you can see, it's really producing. I've had to pull the vine back because it was growing out into other areas of the garden. Over here are my blueberries, and these bushes are about 3 years old. I have not received any blueberries as of yet, hopefully next year. But I have the regular blueberry plant, but I also have the lemon blueberry bush as well, the lemonade blueberry bush. You can see here where I've labeled it. There's another lemonade blueberry bush and another regular blueberry bush here. So hopefully next year or soon I can get some blueberries. I've been using some fertilizer for azaleas or acid-loving plants. So we'll see how that goes. And as you can see, I've got wood chips everywhere around here. I've just recently added some soil into these cinder blocks because I want to plant some, what are they called? Can't think of the name, but marigolds. I want to plant some marigolds in here to help with bugs and insects. Right here, what you see here is a compost bin. It's pretty large. It was a free item for attending the Turnip Green Restore Center's workshop on composting. And as you can see, I'll see if I can open it and get it open for you to take a look in here. Let's see here. Give me one moment. There you go. A lot of kitchen scraps and what have you in there. I need to add another layer of brown carbon material because it's full of nitrogen. Over here along this side of the fence are my grapes. And as you can see, they're coming in really nice. And they are all over the vine, all the way down. It's just full of grapes. And these are the muscadine grapes. And I'll be using these as well to make jam. Right here is a plum tree that I purchased this year. And it's getting pretty tall. I'm probably going to cut it back so that it can grow out a little wider. And right here are my watermelon plants. And if you look carefully here, you'll see a little small tiny watermelon coming in there. And I'm sure they're all over in this patch throughout. Oh, here's one. Let's see if I can get to it without stepping on everything. There you go. It's one coming in here. Oh, there's a larger one over here that I hadn't seen before. Let's see here. There it is. You can see it's getting pretty large. I've planted two types of watermelon. One is the sugar baby, and I have them labeled as well where I first planted them, so that if I need to fertilize, I know where to go to fertilize. So I have the sugar baby watermelons, and I also have the Charleston gray. There's another sugar baby. And this right here is a peach tree. And as you can see, something is biting the leaves. I'll have to spray it and maybe give it a little 5-11 or some other organic fertilizer. And over here, you can see where I had the wood chips dumped. And oh my goodness, it has been 3 weeks that I have been working on this pile for my berry and fruit garden here where I keep these items. Every day I've been taking a load or 2 or 3 and adding to this area so that I could have my first wood chip garden. Here's another cantaloupe that's coming in. And I can't wait to share with you all how the wood chip gardening is going to do. Here I planted some butternut squash, and again it was doing so well, and I had counted 6 butternut squashes coming in. And if you see here, there's cracking and it's falling off. The leaves have turned yellow and are dying off. I've quickly sown some more butternut squash seeds. This is my first year trying butternut squash as well as spaghetti squash, and I'm not having much success. So I'm going to give it another try. I've planted some more seeds in here just to see what will happen. Also here I have a raspberry bush. This was purchased this year. I need to stake it up here, attach it to this pole that I've just placed in there, but there are 3 raspberry bushes. There's another one over there where you see the wooden stick. And here's the 3rd one. It's been really growing. I've just had it a couple of weeks ago, and I've seen new growth on it as well. Okay, this is going to be my first time as well planting raspberries. Over here is my water barrel, and I purchased this off of Craigslist for $10 and had a hole drilled in and put a spigot on it, and I let it sit for about 30 days before actually using it to make sure that it seals really well. And it's filled with water, and so far there hasn't been any leaks at all. Here is my strawberry garden, and I'm hoping that the strawberries will spread and fill out this entire bed, and eventually the other bed over there, I hope to fill it also with strawberries, where I can keep all of my fruits and berries in this one garden area. And here I have another what is this? Calamondin tree. And this was also a purchase from Michigan Bulb. And I think I saw a little fruit on here. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see here. Because of the sun, there it is. That's the first little fruit that I have on there. And here again is the strawberry patch here. I had the grass cut just yesterday, and as you can see, a lot of the grass was shot in here, so I have to try to get that out. I also try to collect bags of soil when they've been busted at the home improvement stores, where you get it for 50% off. And I usually collect my rainwater in these 5-gallon containers and then transfer it here to my water barrel. And I add about a capful per 5-gallon of bleach to each of these containers before placing it in the water barrel. And so here you have my berries, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, and strawberry garden. You see a couple of my young fruit trees, peach, fig, and plum over there in the back. Grapes along the fence this way. And of course I've had squash, spaghetti squash here, and was planting butternut squash here. And then this area over here is for the blueberries, and in this bed is just a bunch of onions, a few carrots here and there, and some cucumbers, but will later be converted into a strawberry garden. And as you can see here, the blackberries are coming in through the fence, so I'll need to try to find a way to be able to train those to either go further up or to the side. So thank you. This is what I wanted to share with you today. If you like this video, please subscribe, hit the like button and the notification button. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.